Hey there guys, how are you today and welcome to another video on my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing my F1 Fantasy League for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and of course if you want to join the league, the code will be in the comments down below. I know I've forgotten to do that every time I've said it, so but this time I will do it. And before I start as well, I just want to say thank you for the support on my channel recently. I've gained quite a few subscribers, so if you're watching, you're new, hi. And let's get into this video. So you can see all the points here. And starting with me at the bottom of the leaderboard on 346 points. You can see for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, I only scored a total of 8 points. 8 points, that is pathetic. So let's analyse it. So Hamilton did well this weekend, started second, finished second. No real complaints, because it would have been better had he started on pole and won the race. But he had a strong enough weekend, 31 points. Then had Gasly, who lost me a lot of points by breaking down. So, of course, he did start at the back of the grid, but he fought through to get into the points. But then broke down. Sadly for him, because he was my Toro driver, he actually got minus 40 rather than minus 20, which I'm sure some people scored. Then Ricciardo, minus 11 points, well, if he was doing a driving test, he would have failed, where he reversed into Kvyat. And then Raikkonen and Norris both had strongish races. And Renault on 6 points. And I am really tempted to jig my team around a bit and take away Renault and put in another team. Maybe McLaren. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what I do with that before the Spanish Grand Prix. Moving on now. We're going to go to Laurie, who's on 366 points. Only 20 ahead of me. That's okay. So he had Hamilton and Gasly, like I did. He then had Sainz, Albon, and Russell. So Sainz had a good weekend. And overall, you could have to say the same for Albon and Russell. He had some good racing, Albon on the race with his teammates, and then Russell, he did what he could in the Williams. And Mercedes on 70 points, fourth 1-2 in a row. You can't beat it, can you? That is a record. And are they going to get a fifth in Spain? Tell me in the comments, I guess. Next up, we have Thomas F1 on 389 points. And he got 37 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And he went for Ricciardo as a turbo driver, so that really hurt him there. Hamilton, Raikkonen, Leclerc, Gasly, and Toro Rosso. So obviously, in terms of Ricciardo, we know he did have a difficult race as he was before the incident with Kvyat, in which he basically reversed into him. Hamilton 31 points there. Raikkonen we talked about. Leclerc obviously messed up in Q2, crashing out. And then he was having a strong race, but I think Ferrari's strategy really let him down. Therefore, maybe let you down, Thomas, because otherwise he would have had more points. And then Gasly on minus 20 points, where we talked about him already. And Toro Rosso with 11 points here. Not the best weekend for Toro Rosso, but not a bad one either. Fast and Furious one was Kyle's on 464 points. And he went for Raikkonen, Grosjean, who I believe failed to finish the race, Kvyat, who also had obviously didn't really finish the race because what happened with Ricciardo, Max Verstappen, and Charles Leclerc with Red Bull as the team. So as for Verstappen, he had a fairly strong race. He was definitely in the battle with Sebastian Vettel for the whole race, but wasn't really able to quite get past. But otherwise, he had a fairly quiet weekend as far as I can tell. And we talked about Leclerc already. Ferrari really let him down. And I guess your score with Red Bull was really hurt by Pierre Gasly breaking down. We then have Robbie on 474 points. And he got 127 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He went for Leclerc, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Perez, Alexander Albon as a turbo driver. Albon's not a bad choice as a turbo driver. You probably could have found a better person to have for this Grand Prix. He went for Perez, who always does well in Azerbaijan and did so again this weekend. So that's a pretty good choice. And Alfa Romeo as a team, some pretty strong racing, particularly from Kimi Raikkonen on Sunday. And then finally, we're going to go to Nikhil Seb, 609 points, so he's dominating our league. And that's because he went for Raikkonen, Norris, Albon, Gasly, Bottas, and Mercedes. So obviously Bottas absolutely dominated this weekend. We know pole position and the win is 44 points in this game. And we know Norris had a strong weekend, as did Raikkonen overall. and Mercedes, another 1-2, and that's why you scored 132 points for Azerbaijan, and that is why you're dominating our league at the moment. Is anyone gonna catch you and catch Seb? Tell us down in the comments down below. But for now, I'll see you guys next time.